I am so serious right now. You are literally everything you need. Like, I remember when I was homeless, I would just think that, like, I could just be lying here in the ditch, alive, and, like, get rained on in mud, and then, like, jump in the ocean or get rained on again, and then I'll be clean. Like, you are everything you need. Like, I didn't die. Like, I had food. Like, I just didn't have a place to live, and that mentally took a lot of toll on me. But that doesn't mean that you're just nothing. That doesn't mean that you could never learn. And that doesn't mean that everything I came from and all the decisions I made right before I can't reverse. Like, no, I can't reverse things from the past, but I can change. Your body changes. Every 7 years, you have a brand new fucking body. Anything that happened to your body, it still feels that in the, you have to understand, like, we have different emotional bodies, and it's still in the emotional body when you're processing it, but physically you are not tainted. Okay? Like, I just want to say that, because it's just like, people just think just because you've been through shit doesn't mean that you can never be happy again and, like, in love, or like love yourself again. Like, really truly love yourself again, to where you can open up again, you know? And I'm holding a stone called Mukite, and that could be a sign for you. And to me, Mukite always just feels like it's very easy to feel my emotions. It's soft, and it just, the colors, look at how soft it feels. This is also a polished stone, but it just makes me feel like that I have a half smile there. And it's also red and pink. So red is the root chakra. Okay? So, and pink is the color for love. And it's just stupid. We not that, but it's just, we think love is with another person. And yeah, that's a form of it. But the very first form is consoling yourself for your emotions. You're in a vibrational reality. Everybody in your reality is a reflection of you. When you drink a lot, who do you attract? When you do this a lot, who do you attract? When you're non-committal to yourself and your dreams, who do you attract? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's just nothing wrong with, like, any choice that you make. Like, you can make those choices. You can decide from there and just choose different. Like, why are we so fucking hard on ourselves? We can just choose, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. Up. Like, let's just be real. Just be real with yourself. What did you do? What do you feel? What happened to you? What led me to those decisions? How I learned how to connect with people was tainted at a young age. You don't think you're gonna make bad decisions. You don't think if your parents were abusive or your extended family was abusive, you are not going to automatically think abuse is love. I mean, it's normal. You literally have so much inside of you, emotions and everything inside of you, where you're not even allowed to you're not even allowed to express them. So, especially in society, and then in your relationships, obviously, because you're like being toxic yourself. Like, you can, and this is not to shame you, because there is no shame. It's just choices, and it's just neutrality. It's like, oh, I did this, but I actually want this. I'm going through this, but I actually want absolute peace. And what does that look like in your life? It will be different for everybody. Freedom is peaceful to me. Financial freedom, like, even sexual freedom. Like, I'm not scared to be myself. Surrender, because you have trust and safety in yourself. You know who to surround yourself around. You know you have boundaries, and you don't allow people into your energy and your circle and yourself until you feel they are worthy of that. You know what I mean? So there's so much to go into things, and there's socially acceptable ways to just hand over all of your power. All this fucking trust we have in all this stuff. Government, all this shit. We're just taught to just hand it over. Here you go. I didn't even know you can start a business until I was like at least 20. I didn't even really think about it. I didn't grow up with, I grew up with Instagram, but not like 16-year-olds creating businesses and like doing all this shit. I didn't know any of that shit. And so there's no harm there, but you can just learn it. And I'm glad I'm learning it now at 28 and not 19 when I dropped out of college to go do the shit, to go be a spiritual light in the world. I didn't know anything about the world. So I'm glad I went through a bunch of shit and gotten through it and gotten alive, like woken up every fucking day and then felt the pain of what you're feeling. I felt the pain of a lot of people. Maybe not every emotion ever, but I felt a lot of fucking pain. And I'm not just naive to it anymore. It's like, oh yeah, I wouldn't be, after a divorce of 50 years, that's fucking devastating. It's just devastating. They're not gonna just be soaring off into La La Land. Like, no, you have to just meet them where they're at. It's not just love and light. I mean, it is in a way like you're compassionate to understanding they're on this step of that journey. They just spent 50 years. They can't just automatically change all the brainwaves. I want to help every single person. I want all the people to be happy, no matter what stage of life they're in. And that could even just be an extra $1,000 a month. But unlocking this shit in your mind, and that's another thing. $1 million, you can have a fucking beautiful life with no fucking money at all. With no money at all. And people could support you. So that's a paradigm crack right there. No, maybe you don't want to be dependent on those people, but you have different dreams. But I'm just saying, your life is your people in your life. Right? So you have to meet everybody where they're at and understand where are you at. Just be real honest. Where are you at? What are your goals? Where are you going based on where you're at? Are you devastated? Then you're going to have to start at a level that's making sense. And you better believe quicker than you fucking think you're going to get to another level. I'm just saying, look at yourself for where you are, because you have to console yourself and go, ooh, yeah, we went through it. Ooh, with yourself, ooh. And just fucking cry and sleep and change your job if it's too stressful and get help. You can move back in with your parents. You can move in with your friends. You can ask for help. Anybody. You can ask everybody for help. Who cares what you seem like? You're going through a devastation. I had to sell my new car. My other car broke. I got gifted a car. I almost became an alcoholic. I was homeless prior to that in my life. I was abused. I did toxic behaviors as well throughout my life that I had to learn from. There's just a whole mess of stuff. It's thank God I was never into harder drugs. I don't even know, this is the point. And maybe you are, and maybe you got out of that. And I met people, and they have a fucking strong-ass will. And there's people that have done it. So I'm saying, if you can wake up and you can do the day, and whatever that looks like, that could be sleeping for the whole weekend because you just needed the fucking time to meditate and understand. I even learned a new word today, meditating. I'm where the fuck did that word come from? What was it? It was expograph. I still haven't looked that up, actually. I'm going to look that up after this video. Expograph. I was what the fuck is an expograph? And it was just this wild thing. And I don't drink currently. And hopefully I'm going to plan to not drink again. Don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink caffeine. I do drink decaf, so it's a little bit of caffeine. I don't smoke weed anymore. And I want to do those things sometimes. I want to. But then the payoff of having complete control over my mind and understanding when emotions come up, I'm way more able to feel them and console myself. This is just my own personal journey because I've spent a lot of time doing all this other shit that just distracted me from my entire purpose in life. And I fucking dropped out of college to be able to do this. And if I did it for 10 years, I would have been in a completely different spot by now. But I'm glad that it happened because You need the experience. And there's no judgment on any of those things. I'm just saying they are affecting you. They are. So, and you know it. So you just have to understand and accept yourself. Where are you? Why are you doing that? Because you're hurt and broken. And that's okay. Because that's where you are. Anybody can get, it's not even about quitting those things. It's about making choices that completely pop a new reality into your life. And you just like wake up one day and you're just living in this awesome apartment. You just have all this time. You just have all these friends now. You're just like detached healthily. Like you just work. It just shit works. Like you have more time. And all this other time, I was filling my mind with all the shit that worries. When am I gonna get my next cigarette? When is this girl gonna text me back? When is this gonna happen? Oh my God, I better have enough money for that trip. Like, what kind of fucking thoughts are those? Why are we living like that? Like, I don't want to live like that. I want to live, and that was, I blame it on the distractions and the drugs and the work, and that I didn't have time to like console myself and feel. And what am I going through, Alicia? Those are just symptoms. What am I going through, Alicia? Oh my God, you just got out of a 6-year relationship. Oh my God, you just changed everything you ever fucking knew, and you're trying to influence a whole new group of people at a different community and online. Oh my God, you're actually creating a way you want to make money that feels better with all these different ways, not just one. You have more free time. You're abundant in a bunch of different ways. You're healthily losing weight and working out when you feel like it and it's in line with your body. Wow. You know, or you have time to actually create your food yourself with love and nest your home like you never got to because you just never felt safe to. Wow. You know, it's like, where are you? Okay? I love you, and just keep walking with God. Let's ask for guidance every step of the way. I didn't do this alone. I asked God, please fucking help me. Some points I said, fucking help me. And I just said, I'm fucking done. I'm done living this way. I'm moving. I don't know. I'm just doing it. Everything I have, here you go. And it's working out. And I'm telling you, you have to keep making decisions to make it work. And you have to keep making, it's just decisions. Make a decision today. Make a decision towards what you want. And that's going to show you things. You start something and you're like, oh, fuck, that's a problem. Oh, I give up. I'm never going to try. No, you don't just like, that's when you love something. You don't just be like, oh my God. Oh my God, you don't like your pancakes this way, and I made them for you this way, and oh my God. I'm not talking about the big ass things that are like completely, you know, historical moments of like different stuff. I'm talking about like small things, like you stub your toe. Oh my fucking God, this happens to me all the fucking time, and I was mad all day, and I was punching the air, and I was throwing the kitty toy like aggressively, and then at one point I was watching a video on how to make more income, and I just grabbed my weights, and I was just like, and I just started just going like that, and I'm like, wow, this feels way better. And I'm like, wow, every time I feel fucking pissed, and I noticed this all day too. Why am I started getting hurt. I hurt myself multiple times skating today. Why am I so angry randomly? Everybody was pissing me off driving, and I'm like, fuck you. Everybody. Like, I have these thoughts too. And I just get rage. And I thought, and you know what? I felt before the last couple of days, I was getting into like this depressy cycle, but I still had to get my things going. I still had to do them. But for most of the day, I was in this depressy kind of energy, and I'm trying to get myself out of it. And then I realized, wow, I'm trying to get myself out of a feeling that I should just be accepting. And then today, I was getting angry. And I was like, I don't want to drive everybody tomorrow. You know, I fucking want to be driven. I don't want to fucking drive tomorrow. And I didn't say that. But like, I don't know. I just started, that was just a symptom of my already anger. And now we're not going because something happened. And I'm like, good, okay, actually, this aligns better with me. Wow. Like, so sometimes you don't even have to do anything. You just feel through the thing and the problem dissolves. I'm not saying just be bypassing. I'm just use discernment. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You understand people. You understand people. If you love someone, you're not calling them names, and you look at yourself. Like, I'm talking about, like, you know, hurtful names. You can say what's going on, but, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're usually talking to yourself that way. You're usually, like, and, like, when I was smoking a pack of cigarettes every 3-4 days, I was just, like, in another world with my thoughts. I was just like, yeah, like, I don't know. I was just, there was so much going on that was not me. And, like, I felt like I didn't like the way I was going. And I had to change it. And I'm really glad that I did. And, like, it helps me motivate like, not always motivate myself, but, like, regulate my emotions. And it's like, that's the power of this reality, is regulating your emotions, being able to understand, oh, I have reactions coming up. Before that, I didn't even recognize I was angry. I was just living it. I was like, yeah, this is who I am. I'm expressive and crazy, and and this is who I am. And people just better love me for who the fuck I am, because I'm just fucking crazy. And I skate like a maniac, and I just do these shits. I just do this shit, and, like, that's how they're gonna, like, they love me when I'm doing that and I'm partying. I'm sure they fucking do. I'm sure when you're just popping off and you're singing really loud and going crazy and masking and making everyone laugh because you're upset or sad. There's just all these things. I want to do it in an authentic way. I want to do it in a way where I can control myself and reel back, and then at the end of the night not regret things or feel drunk or hungover because you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do things to get certain aspects of your reality, of your personality and reality to come out. You can just be it. And that's so powerful. And I just hope you resonate with this, and, like, leave a comment if you do. I love you. God is going to help you, because it helped me. And whatever you believe in, however you feel it in your body, and you go, God, I need you to show me. And I know that I can trust myself to listen. And I just keep showing me. Make it abundantly obvious what I need to do, and make it be graceful and easy for me to make those decisions. And that's how I got to where I am. Okay, love you. Spiders may be significant. There's a little spider on the wall. Bye.